landmark deal has just been struck for New Line Cinema and Warner Bros. Pictures to make more films based on the writings of J.R.R. Tolkien. Rumors regarding this impending deal have been swirling for a while, but an official agreement has now been finalized. In the wake of Amazon's disastrous attempt to adapt Tolkien's Second Age stories in their Rings of Power TV series, many fans are feeling less than enthusiastic about the prospect of future Middle-earth adaptations. In this video, I'd like to break down everything we know so far about Warner Bros.' new deal and consider what this could mean for the future of this beloved franchise. On February 23, 2023, news broke that New Line Cinema and Warner Bros. Pictures have officially made a new multi-year agreement with Embracer Group and Middle-earth Enterprises to team up on new The Lord of the Rings movies. The deal was revealed by Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav during the company's 2022 Q4 earnings call. For anyone who is unaware, Embracer Group is the new owner of Middle-earth Enterprises, the holding company that owns the Lord of the Rings IP and other Tolkien titles. The Sweden-based Embracer Group purchased Middle-earth Enterprises from the Saul Zaentz Company in October of 2022 for an undisclosed sum. This purchase includes the rights to develop and produce films, games, and theme park attractions. At the time of Embracer's presentation of their 2022 Q2 earnings report, though not getting into specifics, the company's co-founder and CEO revealed he has been consulting with all stakeholders, including film companies and business partners, about the best way to develop what he described as a world-leading fantasy IP. After the announcement of this new multi-year deal with New Line Cinema and Warner Bros., a statement from Embracer Group was issued, saying, quote, "Following our recent acquisition of Middle-earth Enterprises, we're thrilled to embark on this new collaborative journey with New Line Cinema and Warner Bros. Pictures, bringing the incomparable world of J.R.R. Tolkien back to the big screen in new and exciting ways. We understand how cherished these works are, and working together with our partners at New Line Cinema and Warner Bros. Pictures, we plan to honor the past, look to the future, and adhere to the strongest level of quality and production values." Embracer Group's deal with New Line Cinema and Warner Bros. Comes 20 years after Peter Jackson's The Lord of the Rings trilogy concluded with the release of The Return of the King. Currently, New Line Cinema and Warner Bros. Animation are already in production on a new animated film set 183 years before the events in The Lord of the Rings, centered around the house of Helm Hammerhand, the ninth king of Rohan. Slated to open in theaters April 12, 2024, this particular feature film is a standalone production and is intended to connect to Peter Jackson's film trilogies as a companion piece. Therefore, it will draw its aesthetic and narrative inspiration from those adaptations. Miranda Otto is even lending her voice to the film and will serve as a narrator, reprising her role as Éowyn, Shield Maiden of Rohan. Warner Bros. Pictures Group issued their own statement regarding this significant deal, saying, 20 years ago, New Line took an unprecedented leap of faith to realize the incredible stories, characters, and world of The Lord of the Rings on the big screen. The result was a landmark series of films that have been embraced by generations of fans. But for all the scope and detail lovingly packed into the two trilogies, the vast, complex, and dazzling universe dreamed up by J.R.R. Tolkien remains largely unexplored on film. The opportunity to invite fans deeper into the cinematic world of Middle-earth is an honor, and we are excited to partner with Middle-earth Enterprises and Embracer on this adventure. Interestingly, the Oscar-winning trio behind the Lord of the Rings film trilogy, Peter Jackson, Fran Walsh, and Philippa Boyens, also shared their thoughts about this new deal and revealed that they were kept up to date regarding its progress. In an exclusive by Deadline, the trio said, quote, "Warner Bros. And Embracer have kept us in the loop every step of the way. We look forward to speaking with them further to hear their vision for the franchise moving forward." The fact that all parties kept in close contact with Jackson, Walsh, and Boyens, and that they expect to speak to them in the future about the franchise moving forward, is certainly a very encouraging sign when it comes to their possible involvement in future Middle-earth productions. However, I must say that for myself, it's hard to hear such a beloved world of stories being talked about in such a corporate fashion. Though the statements from Warner Brothers and Embracer Group may sound good on the surface, I've learned that it's better to view remarks like this for what they are, a PR move and a corporate mission statement. Too often, these announcements seem more geared towards stockholders than fans and audiences, and most of the time, they prove themselves to be nothing more than empty platitudes. They may state that they plan to honor the past, look to the future, and adhere to the strongest level of quality and production values. And while that's a nice sentiment, we've heard it before, and specifically in reference to attempts to adapt Tolkien's work. After all, Amazon and the Rings of Power's underqualified, overpaid showrunners still claim that their Second Age series is deeply rooted in Tolkien's works. All the while they are twisting and breaking his lore and bastardizing his beloved characters. Deals and announcements like these are a stark reminder that the process of adapting Tolkien's work to various mediums is primarily motivated by money. While productions based on a popular IP must be thoughtfully financed with the goal of making a profit, the most iconic adaptations take care to balance the commercial drive with the involvement of passionate creatives dedicated to the art of storytelling, dedicated to honoring the work of the author who made all this possible, and dedicated to the fans who sorely want to see the realization of the stories of Tolkien that they've envisioned in their mind, which allows them to experience Middle-earth in new, exciting ways. It is my hope that the involvement of Jackson, Walsh, and Boyens is a true indicator of the approach Warner Brothers is taking and the focus they will have as they attempt to tell new Middle-earth stories. If they can make a faithful adaptation of Tolkien's work, it's my belief that Embracer Group and Warner Brothers could easily bring back fans who were repelled by the Rings of Power. And if they are successful in recapturing the same faithful spirit and magic of the original Lord of the Rings film trilogy, they will easily defeat Amazon in this ever-escalating war to tell stories in Tolkien's Middle-earth. But I'm curious to know what you think of this news. Are you excited or skeptical about Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema's production of more Tolkien films? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe for more Middle-earth and other sci-fi and fantasy news and lore. Thank you all so much for your support, and as always, have a very nerdy day.